stops for some reason. I wonder why. Who reported it? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna mute my mic until people start commenting.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Hart. Puts up a three. Drops in the three. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
On the break, here's Towns. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-point game. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And the Knicks with possession. Here's Towns. Cans it from short range.
A force in close. When Towns smells that rim, he goes right to it.
To the middle. Out to Lillard. Antetokounmpo outside. That one goes in.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Pass to Hart. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
To the inside, Lopez.
The big fella with the big finish, Lopez, rocking that rim.
Pass to Towns. Takes a three. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Pass to Achua. From the arc. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by one. And that one's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Achua. Outside Hart. 6 to shoot. Back to Achua. Over Antetokounmpo. New York again can't hit. And the Bucks with the possession here. Lopez with it. He's guarded by Bridges. And here's Kuzma. Here's Antetokounmpo. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. Now the Knicks with it. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Back to Towns. Pass to Hart. They still need this. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo outside. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
So he gets them both. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Bucks on top, up by 1. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Trent from long range. And that comes off the assist by Green.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Achua. And there's the drive. Achua with the dunk.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now here's McBride. Back to Payne. Right side Achua. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Portis. Robinson can't hit.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Lillard outside. Back to Trent. Lillard outside. Now Portis. Antetokounmpo up top. The 3, here's Lillard. Nails it from 3. Lillard's got 6. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
The Knicks making a switch here. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Robinson. Towns looking for an opening. And Anunoby for three. New York, no good that time either. To the paint. Giannis with the jam.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Back to Anunoby. Pass to McBride. Right side, Anunoby. To the wing, right side. Here's Towns. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Fighting hard there. Impressive move by Towns. Will go to the line for one more.
New York shooting their third free throw shot of the game. That one misses for Towns. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Down low. Here's Robinson.
You know, you want to keep seeing this from Kuzma, I think. Active, engaged, and being effective on the defensive end.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Knicks trail by 7. Anunoby on the wing. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Towns. New York again can't hit. Antetokounmpo with it. And McBride picks him up defensively.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Here's Towns. Anunoby for three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Lillard. Launches a three. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. And now it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead. Back to Towns. That one's on.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. They get the rebound. Pass to McBride. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Robinson gets the bucket. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 17-6 run. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Portis. No points yet. Lillard looking around. Clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Lets it go from 11. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Milwaukee leading by 12. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Good.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Pass to Anunoby. Inside. It's Hart on the wing. He's got 5. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Antetokounmpo, right side. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Antetokounmpo has got 22. The kick out to Brunson. Pass to Towns. Outside Hart. Shot from the top of the key. Rebounded by Kuzma.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo's got 8 here in this quarter. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, BA, I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Lopez. The 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Anunoby can't get it to go.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Now Antetokounmpo. 24 points for him. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. An attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Well, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Lillard outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Lillard's got 13 now.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
And here's Brunson from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
And the Bucks making a change here. He does not get the second one. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. He's got 15.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks, 48.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Knicks trail by 19. Here's McBride. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Porter. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 on the shot clock. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Antetokounmpo has got 12 points here in the second half. Anunoby on the wing. Outside Payne. Towns, that's good.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
31.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he comes up with a bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo has got 34 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. The Bucks leading by 22. Antetokounmpo inside.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
At the line, 2 shots.
And no luck that time either. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Antetokounmpo outside. Out to Lillard. Antetokounmpo outside. Kuzma outside. Lopez in the post. Antetokounmpo for three. Towns with a rebound. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Hart. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 21. And they go to the intentional foul.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston, where the Celtics will square off. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Greg, we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
The three from Tatum. Thunder with the rebound. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. And Tatum pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Ring shot on the way. Rebound by Williams.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Here's Williams. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Sinks the three-pointer.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J, and at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Fires for three, and again, Oklahoma City, no good. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. High, arcing shot, Tatum, no good. It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. Here's Hartenstein. Rebounded by Tatum. And it's the Celtics ball. Here's Brown. Out to Porzingis. Baseline J on the way. And Holmgren pulls it down.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Over in the corner, Dort. Here's Hartenstein. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Outside Tatum. Back to Holiday. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Boston, no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out sets, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Cornette. It's Brown on the wing. Connects from 3-point range.
Well, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Cornette on the wing. Brown shoots the 3. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Wallace. Second shot opportunity. And Williams lays it in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Pritchard. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Williams. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's Caruso. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Celtics lead by 3. And will be and we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Just 5 on the clock. And Boston with the rebound. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Well, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
Here's Shireman. From outside, off the mark. Thunder trailing by 5. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out left to the wing. Now Williams. Guarded by Tatum. Down low. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Tatum on the wing. Still yet to score. There's a screen. Caruso with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Horford. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Holiday attacking, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And stolen by Caruso. Over Tatum. Caruso, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Holiday attacking. Softly drops in the floater. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, nifty make there from Holiday. There's such a nice pace to his game. The floater fits him well.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Out guarded by Tatum. Count that one for Dort.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Holiday left side. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. 1:57 left now here in the second. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Caruso. Right side, Dort. Caruso with the ball. Just 3 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Holiday. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And just so many skills that Holiday brings. Defense, passing, leadership. So the scoring you get from him feels like a bonus.
From about 19. Feet. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 3 and pushing it up. Here's Boston, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, you love to see this level of aggression from Kristaps Porzingis, daring the defense to foul him.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
On the wing, Brown. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Brown's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Boston now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Brown. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. Now Holiday. 9 points in the game so far. From outside the arc. No good. Williams for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Holmgren. 4 on the clock. Out to the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Outside, Dort. No good on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Boston leading by 7. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
White looking around.
This guy is so strong physically. Lou Dort locked in defensively.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren with it. It's Dort on the wing. Now Hartenstein. Inside. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it. And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Holiday, no one around him. No good on the triple. Thunder trailing by 5. Hartenstein with it. He's picked up by White. Taken away by Holiday. And White slams it in.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
To the wing right side. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Dort. And the 3 off target. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Basket good.
So good at exploiting where the defense is. Jason Tatum in the pull-up. Man, that's good.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Outside, Porzingis. Screen by Porzingis. Open shot, Holiday. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
The kick out to Williams. Holmgren in the high post. Here's Dort. Stolen by Holiday.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Back to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. Here's White. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston on top. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Celtics leading by 6. Craig sets a screen. And here's Tatum for 3. Wiggins with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Assistant, Shea Gilgeous.
Here's Pritchard. To the middle. Here's Craig. And that one goes. Feeding him with the lead pass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
To the paint, and a dunk by Horford.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Over Tatum. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Celtics leading by 6. Horford, good.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
Here's Caruso. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Celtics.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Goes up on the wing. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
You have to be dialed in from the mid-range. Derek White says, I can do that too, folks.
Down low. Here's Dort. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown outside. Shoots over Caruso. Pass to Tatum. The 3. Good D by Holmgren. Thunder trailing by 9. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Boy, wide open teammate. Really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Dort. Now here's Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And Dort gets it to go.
That's a big-time bucket. Lou Dort has unshakable confidence.
Holiday with the three. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. The second one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that increases their lead to 6.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Back to Dort. Pass to Holmgren. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Brown. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Back to Dort. Here he goes.
My goodness, Lou Dort in the clutch. We see you, young sir.
And here is Brown. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis in a big spot, not an inch of back down. That is beautiful.
Williams outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And he commits the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now the Thunder with it.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Boston again missing. Dort wide open. And an intentional foul right there.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 4th personal foul.
Good on the first, and then will put them up by 9.
At the line for 2.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. Nope. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Pass to Gafford. Here's Irving. Good on the shot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here's Jokic, following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the Big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Irving with it, now guarded by Murray. Over to the left wing. Here's Jokic. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the inside. Gafford. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I like the selfless approach from Kyrie tonight, doing whatever he can to help his team. Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
The kick out to Porter. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 7.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
To the middle. Here's Gafford. Nice hit again. And the layup is good.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
That'll make his coaching staff smile, showing them his impact from the get-go.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Outside Gordon. Three-pointer. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pass to Lively. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Dallas making a switch here. The Nuggets trailed by 7. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
In the corner, it's Westbrook. Back to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Westbrook. Off the run. Got a hand on it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Dallas leading by 9. Pass to Marshall. Here's Lively. The kick out to Irving. Tries again. It's stolen by Sharks. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, up 9. After this,
the Mavericks 20.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Pass to Marshall. Right side Irving. That one misses. And so it's Watson who will bring it up for the Nuggets. 7-point differential. There's Porter with the 3. They get it back. And here are the Mavericks now. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Here's Marshall. Scoreless thus far. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. At the elbow, Irving. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Back to Lively. Pass to Irving. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
Marshall with the steal. Irving up top. He's got 8. And finished off by Lively.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Based on the last few decades, we've seen the 3 become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is. And teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the 3 spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the 3 is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner 3.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Can't hit from in close. Mavericks leading by 13. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Braun. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here's Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Jokic with it. Picked up by Thompson. And Jokic gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the half. 5 to shoot. And it's Davis missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Denver passing it around. Wide open look here for Murray. And another miss by Denver. Mavericks leading by 14. Down low. And it's Davis with the jam.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. PJ can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Out to Thompson. Clock at 6. Here's Gafford. Westbrook with the block. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Nuggets making a change here. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And how about the urgency there on Gordon's drop? Pushing past the defense for that one.
And then Washington with the dunk.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Left side, Davis. Back to Williams. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizes.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Nuggets trail by 17. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Porter with the drive, and he makes good on the layup. Porter's got his second basket of the game.
What an assertive drive by Porter Jr., charging right into the defense and getting it to go.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Outside Porter. Outside Gordon. In the corner, Murray with it. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Murray, no good. Mavericks leading by 14. Inside, and finished off by Davis.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night. He's a lot to handle.
Outside Porter. Now Jokic. 13 points in the game. Pass to Brown. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Pass to Brown. Now Jokic. Murray outside. Now Jokic. Covered by Gafford. The shot from the low post is good. Jokic has got 15.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy. And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Murray outside. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Brown. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Pass to Gafford. Out to Thompson. Over Porter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets trailed by 14. Back to Gordon. There's the triple. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. He has 7.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to Davis. Back to Irving. .133 left to play in the third. The amazing Nikola Jokic, Stan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand. Constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Davis to the paint. Gafford misses. Back to Davis. Davis working in the paint.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Murray outside. Pass to Gordon. To the left side wing. And it's Westbrook missing. Mavericks leading by 9. Now here's Gafford. Back to Irving. A bucket is good. Irving's got 10 points.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Got that one up quick. Murray's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nuggets.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Davis sets a screen. Thompson from long range. Connects from three-point range.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Back to Jokic. There's Gordon with the three. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to...
The Mavericks, 54.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Dallas leading by 11. Pass to Marshall. Here's Lively. And he drops it in from the low post.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And this is big. I mean, when Westbrook is connecting from deep, it just opens everything else up for his offense. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Mavericks making a switch here. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Down low. Here's Marshall. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Irving. Let's go. Again, the Nuggets score.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He knows every possession is critical now. So both teams making some changes here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thanks, David. Dinwiddie outside for Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
On a shooter like Dinwiddie, you have to guard close, but Dinwiddie challenges that defense and draws the foul.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Nuggets trailed by 8. Pass to Jokic. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Murray outside. It's stolen by Davis. To the inside. Here's Christie, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
6 to shoot. The kick out to Porter. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Jokic. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
The shot's good from Gafford.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Mavericks leading by 10. Pass to Gafford. Dallas moving the ball around. They get it again. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Christie. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Gafford. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Gafford's got 4 this quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Davis.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
Here's Brown. Lets the 3 fly. Scooped up. Outside for Murray. Pass to Gordon. 3-pointer. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
It's intercepted. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Buries the open 3 to cap the break.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. So no problem for Dallas. It's the Pistons, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. And it's San Antonio to start out. Wembanyama down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. They get it again. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Detroit ball.
Fox with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Back to Vassell. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Now Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Fox. Nailed from three-point land.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Shoots from 14. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Thompson. Harris outside. Cunningham right side. Second shot opportunity. And he drops that one in.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
To the inside. Duren. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Castle misses. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 3. The shot, no good. Good defense by Wembanyama. It's stolen by Harris. Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Cunningham outside. High arcing shot. And that one good.
And smart choice by Cunningham, using the floater to get that one to go.
Castle misses. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Nobody near Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
They get a hand on it. Fox with the steal. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Both teams will make substitutions. Pistons trail by 3. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
So today I'll be commentating
Obviously,
the NBA Finals, in my opinion.
2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had.
Hawks,
Pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption.
Off the drive.
Good is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Cannot hit him. Victor Wembanyama with the
San Antonio leading. Wembanyama up top to the wing right side.
Victor Wembanyama
misses the layup. It could go. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Spurs out in front, up by 1. Let's take a quick break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYT, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Pass to Thompson from the arc. They grab their own miss. Here's Stewart. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And he takes that one up and powers it through. Inside. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 1. Paul outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got his first points of the game.
The strength and balance of Paul overcoming some physical defense there.
And there it is for him.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And Ivy now top of the key. Johnson up top. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
Pass to Sohan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Here's Castle. He has yet to score. Just 4 to shoot. Johnson can't get it to go. Pistons leading by 3. Ivy, no one around him. Ivy on the wing. A 3-ball. Rebound, San Antonio. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Rocking that rim. Kelvin Johnson, a big physical wing.
And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Finishes the break with a slam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Johnson. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. And it's Beasley in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And now it's a 9-point Piston lead.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Yes, sir.
It's good. Pistons leading by 7. Ivy with it. Kicks it out to Beasley. .104 left here in the second. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Fox, no good.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Stewart. Pass to Ivy. The 3.
Ivy.
And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Now, Sohan. Here's Castle. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here's Ivy. He's got 6. The Pistons shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one falls for Ivy. And Ivy drops them both. It's stolen by Cunningham.
No, why?
Detroit, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he knocks down the first one. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And, Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Coach, it didn't take long for Kay Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Harris. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. Defended by Duren. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Pistons leading by 8. Here's Cunningham. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio with the ball. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And here's Barnes for 3. Outside for Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Watch out for Wembanyama hammering that one home.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Down low. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters, people take care of your bags, we stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They tend to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Substitution on the court.
It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Detroit, no good that time either. Spurs trailed by 4. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
Back to Barnes. Now, here's Fox. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. And it's Sohan missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Takes the 3. Schroeder with the ball. Another shot. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Harris.
Accepting more and more responsibility over the years. Harris recognizing how good and valuable he is offensively on the backboard.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And Schroeder. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Schroeder's got 5 now.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
Wembanyama, no good. Beasley outside. It'll count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so is Detroit, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Spurs trailed by 7. Now Johnson. Ball outside. Back to Johnson. Outside, Fox. Here's Sohan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
To the middle. Here's Reed. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Paul. Now, here's Johnson. Back to Paul. Spurs working the ball around now. And the dunk by Sohan.
And that's a routine play for Paul. He's not going to miss the open man.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pistons.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
To the paint. Pass to Sohan.
I hate Carter. He's in the freaking.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Shanbenny's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board
Matthew.
for 3. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Drives to the hoop, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Stewart.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Fontecchio. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Swiped it away. And now Ivy running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Wow, Ivy just takes off. That high-effort transition play, that's what will make him an asset moving forward. Answering the call, Keldon Johnson comes up big.
It's Beasley on the wing. Another three for Detroit.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Out left to the wing. Champagnie tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. From deep. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Beasley. Hands it from downtown. Beasley's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Pistons.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham outside. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Castle. Outside, Fox. Here's Barnes. Back to Fox. Now Barnes to the left wing. Fox, no good. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Here's Thompson. Blocked again. Wembanyama onside. Pass to Vassell. Hardaway with the steal. Cunningham with it. Guarded now by Barnes. It's Cunningham with the drive.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And it's just competing, and, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority. Clearly a foul.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so the Pistons take the win.